Tonight, let your mind drift into the ancient world, a world where gods watched from the sky, where heroes walked like mountains, and where every shadow carried a legend. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly, and together we will follow Heracles as he faces one of the most haunting and mystical challenges of his 12 labors, the battle with the Lernaean Hydra. The road to Lerna was long and winding. As Heracles walked, the world around him grew strangely quiet. The crickets fell silent. The wind stopped moving. Even the stars above seemed to dim, as though warning him. No mortal ever stepped near the swamps of Lerna willingly. It was said that the water itself remembered every tragedy that had sunk beneath it, and whispered those memories to travelers brave or foolish enough to approach. But Heracles walked forward calmly, not with pride, not with anger, but with a deep, steady acceptance. This was his path. The moon hung low and soft, guiding him like an old friend. When he reached the marsh, the air thickened, heavy as smoke. The ground trembled under his feet, tiny ripples spreading through the shallow water. Something ancient lived here, something that the earth itself was cautious to hold. Heracles crouched, touching the damp soil. It was warm, too warm, as if something massive slept beneath it. A single bubble rose in the swamp, then another. Then he felt the water move. From the depths emerged the Hydra, not quickly, not violently, but slowly, like a nightmare, climbing out of the dreams of the world. 9 long necks stretched upward, shining like wet obsidian. The heads twisted in different directions, their jaws dripping with venom that sizzled when it touched the earth. Each breath the Hydra exhaled smelled like decay, storms, and forgotten graves. Heracles stood still, absorbing the creature's presence. This was not just a monster. It was a curse given life. Heracles rushed forward with a roar that echoed across the swamp. His sword sliced through one of the Hydra's heads clean, precise. But then, from the bleeding stump, 2 new heads burst forth. They shrieked together, their voices vibrating through the fog like broken metal. The Hydra's tails whipped the water, sending waves crashing against the reeds. One head lunged at Heracles. He dodged. Another snapped. He blocked. A third spat venom that burned a smoking hole into the ground. The swamp itself became the Hydra's weapon. Mud tried to pull him down. Fog clouded his vision. The monster used the land as if it were alive with its spirit. Heracles realized he could fight all night and never win. Through the thick mist, a warm golden glow appeared. It was Iolaus Heracles, loyal nephew carrying a torch that burned brighter than any fire should. He rushed to Heracles' side. "Strike the necks, and I'll burn the wounds shut," Iolaus shouted. Heracles nodded. Together, they moved with perfect rhythm. Heracles struck, heads fell. Iolaus pressed the fire against the writhing flesh. The flames stopped the regeneration instantly. The Hydra screamed, its voice shaking the trees. Over and over, they repeated the cycle. Strike, burn, strike, burn. The fog shimmered gold with the reflection of fire. Slowly, the monster weakened. Only the central head remained now, larger, angrier, ancient. It lunged with terrifying speed. Its jaws nearly closed around Heracles' arm. He grabbed its throat, muscles trembling, holding it back by sheer force. With a final shout, he slammed the creature's head against a rock. Iolaus pushed the burning torch deep into the Hydra's throat, but the flames flickered. This head did not die. "It's immortal," whispered Iolaus. Heracles looked around, breathing hard. Then he saw a massive fallen boulder, half buried in the marsh. Without hesitation, he forced the Hydra's last head to the ground and rolled the boulder over it, burying the immortal head forever beneath the earth. The swamp went still. No hissing, no bubbles, only silence. The Hydra was defeated. Heracles sat at the edge of the swamp. The moon reflected off the water, like a silver lantern floating on ink. His arms ached. His breath was heavy. But his heart was calm. This victory was not only strength, it was strategy, teamwork, and perseverance. The night air slowly softened, as if the spirit of the swamp breathed again, finally free. Heracles looked at Iolaus and smiled. I could not have done this alone. Stars appeared above them, bright, sharp, full of ancient light. And for a moment, the hero felt as if even the gods paused to watch him. The second labor was complete. Let the echoes of Heracles' journey drift softly into your dreams. Tonight, you walked through the mists of Lerna, faced a monster born of shadows, and watched a hero rise with courage and calm strength. As you fall asleep, remember that even the greatest challenges can be overcome, not through force alone, but through patience, wisdom, and support. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found peace in this story, please like, subscribe, and share. Good night, and may your dreams be quiet and heroic. Nebula Notes.